What if I told you the entire self-help industry is a lie? A carefully crafted system designed not to empower you, but to keep you tame, to keep you predictable. It teaches you to fit in, to be agreeable, to find your little box and stay there happy and sedated. But what if your destiny isn't to fit in, but to smash the box to pieces? Over a century ago, a philosopher with a legendary mustache saw this coming. His name was Friedrich Nietzsche, and he didn't offer comforting advice. He offered a declaration of war, a war on weakness. He described a new type of human, not a better person in the moral sense, but a higher one, a creator of values, a force of nature. He called it the Übermensch, the Overman. This isn't about becoming a superhero or gaining some mystical power. It's about becoming the absolute master of the most chaotic territory you will ever know, yourself. Today, we distill his blueprint into 10 ruthless rules for self-mastery. Rule number 1, and it's a tough one: become who you are. Now that sounds simple, doesn't it? It's not. It's a command to wage war against everything you're told you should be. Society gives you a mask. Your job gives you a mask. Even your friends and family give you a mask. You collect them, you wear them, and eventually, you forget the face underneath. Becoming who you are means tearing those masks off, one by one. It means looking at your deepest instincts, your darkest desires, your greatest ambitions, and not flinching. It's about integrating every part of yourself, the light and the shadow, into a powerful, unified whole. This terrifying self-awareness leads directly to rule number 2: create your own values. We inherit our sense of right and wrong like we inherit old furniture. Good, evil, right, wrong. These are just labels someone else created. The herd huddles together, bleeding the same moral code because it's safe. It's comfortable. It requires no thought. But the Übermensch walks alone. He is a moral artist, painting his own masterpiece of meaning on a blank canvas. The question is no longer, is this good according to others? Instead, you must ask, does this serve my growth? Does this elevate my spirit? Does this make me stronger? That level of freedom is terrifying, but it is the only real freedom there is. But that freedom comes with a heavy price, which brings us to rule number 3, embrace suffering, or as Nietzsche called it, amor fati, a love of one's fate, every single part of it. Modern culture treats pain like a disease, something to be cured, numbed, and avoided at all costs. We are obsessed with comfort, but Nietzsche saw suffering as the hammer that forges the human spirit into steel. Your greatest struggles are your greatest opportunities for growth. They are the immense pressure that turns worthless coal into priceless diamonds. You look back at your worst moments, your deepest regrets, your most humiliating failures, and you wouldn't change a single thing, because every scar, every crack, every mistake forged you into the weapon you are today. This requires immense self-control. So rule number 4 is, master your impulses. Nietzsche wasn't about suppressing your desires. He was about harnessing them. This is his famous concept, the will to power directed inward. Think of your impulses as a team of wild horses. The average person is dragged helplessly behind them, crashing through life. The traditional moralist tries to kill the horses, and in doing so, kills his own vitality. But the Übermensch, He learns to ride. He grabs the reins. He directs that raw, chaotic energy toward his highest goals. He transforms lust into artistic creation, anger into fuel for change, and fear into a compass pointing directly toward what he must do next. And that compass often points toward the edge of the map. This is rule number 5. Live dangerously. This is why Nietzsche urged us. Build your cities on the slopes of Vesuvius. Send your ships into uncharted seas. This is not a call for reckless self-destruction. It's a command to reject the cult of safety that defines our modern world. Safety is stagnation. Comfort is a slow, boring death. Growth only happens at the boundaries of your ability. Start that business you've been dreaming of. Ask for that promotion. Have that difficult conversation. Do the thing that makes your heart pound in your chest. The treasure you seek is always hidden in the cave you are most afraid to enter. But to hear that call to adventure, you first need quiet. That's rule number 6. Seek solitude. The constant noise of the crowd, the endless chatter of social media, it is deafening. It will drown out your own soul if you let it. Solitude is not the same as loneliness. It is the workshop of the spirit. It's the only place where you can finally hear yourself think, where you can untangle the world's opinions from your own unshakable truth. The Übermensch must be able to stand completely alone, not because he hates humanity, but because he needs the silence and the space to build a new vision for it, starting with himself. In that solitude, he wages a relentless war on his own weakness. This is rule 7. Despise comfort. You must learn to see comfort not as a reward, but as your most seductive enemy. Comfort makes you soft. It dulls your senses and weakens your will. The path to becoming an overman is a path of constant, self-inflicted, disciplined difficulty. It's the cold shower when your body screams for a warm one. It's the extra rep at the gym when your muscles are on fire. It's reading the hard book instead of scrolling through mindless content. Every single time you choose disciplined discomfort over easy pleasure, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You are forging your will, one difficult, deliberate choice at a time. Nietzsche saw this entire journey as a spiritual evolution in 3 stages. Rule number 8. Undergo the 3 metamorphoses of the spirit. This is the secret story of your growth. First, you are the camel. The camel is the spirit of reverence. It kneels down and takes on the heaviest burdens. It carries the weight of duty, tradition, and all the knowledge of the past. It learns the rules. It endures. This is the stage of the student, the apprentice, the disciplined follower. But in the loneliest desert, the spirit transforms into the lion. The lion is a powerful destroyer. Its sacred word is a powerful no. It confronts the great dragon whose scales are inscribed with the words "Thou shalt." The lion roars back, "I will." It must destroy old values to create freedom for itself. And finally, after the destruction, the lion becomes the child. The child is innocence, a new beginning, a sacred yes. The child doesn't follow orders or destroy them. It creates. It plays the divine game of creation, building its own world with its own rules. So how should you live in this new world you've created for yourself? This brings us to the ultimate test. Rule number 9. Live by the law of eternal recurrence. This is Nietzsche's most powerful thought experiment. Imagine a demon creeping into your loneliest moment. He whispers to you that this life, exactly as you have lived it, will be lived again, and again, and again, innumerable times. What would you do? Would you throw yourself down and curse that demon? Or would you look it in the eye and declare that it has brought you the most divine message you have ever heard? This idea is the ultimate filter for your actions. It forces you to ask right now in this moment, is this decision, is this day, is this life, one that I would be willing to repeat for all eternity? If the answer is no, you must change immediately. This leads to the final grand project. Rule number 10, give style to your character. Your life is your ultimate and greatest work of art. Are you treating it like one? Or are you just splashing random paint on a canvas? Giving your character style is about taking all the chaotic pieces of who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions, your flaws, and deliberately arranging them into a beautiful, coherent, and powerful whole. It is a long, patient, and artistic process. This isn't about being perfect. Great art is never perfect. It has texture, it has shadow, it has scars. Your life should be the same, intentional, authentic, and unmistakably yours. This is the great task, to take the raw, chaotic material of your life and forge it, with intention, into something that you declare to be beautiful, something that you declare to be a masterpiece. So there they are, 10 ruthless rules from one of history's most dangerous minds. This is not a feel-good checklist to happiness. It's a call to arms. It's a challenge to stop being a passive spectator in your own life and become the author of it. The path of the Übermensch is not for everyone. Let's be clear about that. It is steep, it is lonely, and it is filled with danger. It requires you to be both the sculptor and the marble, the judge and the accused. Most people will choose the comfort of the herd. They will live and die by a script someone else wrote for them, and they might even be happy doing it. But you are still watching this video. Something in you is tired of the script. Something in you yearns for more than just comfort and safety. It yearns to create, to overcome, to become. It yearns for power over the only thing in the universe you can truly control: yourself. So the final question isn't whether you're good enough for the world's standards, but whether you're brave enough to build your own world, to stop accepting the values you've been given, and to start creating values that are worthy of you. So remember our first question. What if conventional self-help is a lie, a system designed not to empower you, but to keep you tame? Now you know the only way out of the cage is to become your own master.